beautiful Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for July 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your monthly reading for July. Firstly, happy birthday to all of those people who have had birthdays so far. I hope you had a wonderful time. And of course, happy birthday to all of you who have a birthday to come, okay? Sending you all so much love, light, and devotion out there to you. I'm just going to get all of your cards first before I transmute an outcome. But when I was doing the Tibetan symbols, I close my eyes whenever I'm reading or unless I have to scry in the water, I'm given an energy, and it clipped the top of the pyramid, okay? So this can mean that you are actually going to get a surge of energy that sees you very, very grounded and use your energy in a very productive way in the month of July, okay? Just so you're aware. But let's get all of your cards first before I transmute an outcome. Now, of course, the new moon was in your sign on the 29th of June, and you should still be feeling that energy as you move through the next 2 weeks. I do apologize that the reading's a little bit later than usual, but unfortunately I had some family responsibilities to take care of. But you will be feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual, tuning into those feelings, tuning into those intuitions and hunches, of course. So you may be all up in your feels in the first 2 weeks of this month. Of course, this is about healing. Processing emotions. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. The Sun, the Justice card. Processing emotions that you feel still haven't been dealt with, and acknowledging your gifts, who you are, what you want, how accomplished you have been so far, and what you are going to accomplish as we move forward. Now, this time period as well, we are very connected to the ancestral world, okay? So you're going to get messages from your ancestors and little gifts, omens as it were, or things appearing as a sign to you over the next 4 to 5 weeks. Now, it is a path of acknowledging your ancestors and the path that they paved before you. So that is why they're showing up to sort of champion you as you move along the way in July. But also you may feel called to light a candle for them, or you've already done that, and acknowledge them. They will be on your mind a little bit more than usual as we move through this time period. Now, also, we have 2 alignments that form after the new moon, and they're going to be very, very different energies. Firstly, we've got a divine energy from Jupiter and Venus. Venus being the planet of love, care, devotion, and we've got Jupiter, good luck, and expansion. Now, of course, Jupiter goes retrograde at the end of the month, so it will send benevolent energy just before we move into Leo season. So you should experience some really good opportunities, things popping out of nowhere, lucky breaks, that sort of thing. But also, with every positive energy, there is a negative energy, or let's say a more challenging energy rather than negative. There's no such thing really. It's challenges rather than negativity, because the more we focus on negativity, the more we actually attract negativity. So there is sort of an alignment with Mars and Pluto, which is eruptive, angry energy. So this month is all about what you focus on, and I'm loving it. Cancer, I'm loving your energy. We've got the Sun as your protagonist energy, and your starting point, you've also got the Sun. So you're trying to be really, really positive as you move through the month. There's a lot of energy. Even if you've been feeling difficulty recently, I feel like you're putting a smile on things and just getting on by. I feel like you're just moving forward. So really positive energy there for you as we move through July. But of course, if you focus on the challenge or the negativity, you will amplify that energy. That's what this particular month does. So I know it's easier said than done. try to focus on the positive. Sometimes we get lost in the negative, but it's important for you to remember to have faith and be positive as we move through a difficult period. Now, of course, we have a super full moon in Capricorn on the 13th or 14th of July, depending on where you are in the world. And this is going to be a bumpy ride for everybody collectively, just so you're aware. It's placed so close to Pluto, the eruptive planet. So even if you are really like Zen, or you've come to a position of real peace and spiritual enlightenment in your world, it can push your buttons. So just be aware of that. I'm only letting you know so that if you feel a bit grouchy or frustrated towards the end of the month, you'll know why. And you have the power. You can control how you feel about situations. So for example, if you're sitting in traffic and you're feeling really frustrated, more frustrated than usual, you can put it down to that. Of course, you can put it down to the experience. You're sitting in traffic and you want to go places and you may feel like you're going nowhere. So if things start to arise in frustration, you have the control to sit there and go, you know what, there's nothing I can do about this right now. Dear universe, I'm grateful for the position I'm in right now. If you could help me along and move the traffic out of the way a little bit, I'd be really grateful. You can actually change your circumstances. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Now, your focus at the moment seems to be about clarity and money, on career perhaps, excuse me, or your investment in situations. In particular, of course, at the beginning of this month, your first house is activated. So you'll be focusing more on your identity, who you are, what mark you're making on the world, being your authentic self and expressing yourself in your own positive way. But it's also about how you feel about your looks. So you may feel about enhancing certain areas of your looks, like, you know, taking care of beauty routines or handsome routines, whatever you want to call them. You may feel compelled to change the color of your hair, or, you know, buy some new clothes, that sort of thing. You may feel like just enhancing yourself a little bit more. I mean, you're beautiful both inside and out, no matter what, but I feel like it's more about you making yourself feel a little bit, you know, more looked after. Healthy boundaries, setting intentions that make you feel good about yourself, but also about implementing self-care routines, better diets, better exercise routines. Of course, because we have that super full moon in Capricorn, it can be also about detoxing, cleansing. So you may feel compelled to set up a new diet, or, you know, reinforce one that you're currently on. There are some changes occurring for you as we move throughout the month, and you know, you will have to be patient with the changes that are occurring, but I feel you're going to be very, very productive in the month. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Now they're actually showing me in the water as I'm scrying, they're showing me a caterpillar. A little caterpillar. So either you're going to be like sitting in the garden if you're lucky enough to have one, and one is just like scooching on by, or it can mean that one just like drops on you, or you see a caterpillar, or you can see an image of a caterpillar right now as you're listening to this reading, or you're drawing one. Caterpillar, the image of a caterpillar or an actual caterpillar is important. Now, it can mean that there is change, because there is some news, really good news coming in towards you. But I feel like there is the tower energy you've got here as well, means that there is some sort of disruptive energy. We'll clarify that as we get there. But I feel like if you've been in a period of feeling stuck in a rut, I feel like things shift out of your way and bring really positive change. So that can be what the caterpillar is all about, okay? An ending of a stage in your life that you've been learning more about yourself. You're starting to become, or you may feel, if you're in the caterpillar stage, you may be at the brink of some sort of change where you're metamorphosizing. You're about to challenge yourself to shift into another stage of your life. Because if you think about the caterpillar, it goes into the chrysalis, and then it becomes a butterfly. But if you're in the caterpillar stages of something, you know, you're evolving. You know that you've been given like a path or a journey, or you have a life's purpose, and you know that it is a journey and that you're on a certain stage of it, but you're entering into the next stage as you move through July. I hope that makes sense. Now, your protagonist energy is the sun, trying to really remain positive, even in uncertain and difficult circumstances. Cancer, you may have been going through a difficult period recently where, you know, you felt like you've just been working, you've been in a work-life cycle, you may felt like you're in a repetitive cycle where nothing ever changes, and you've been dedicating yourself to work, or you feel like that's the only thing you can focus on right now is work. But I feel there is change here that brings a little bit more positive energy into your world, into your life. You're rising above some sort of challenge is what they're showing me. You're awakening. You're in a period of light and truth, and you may even get a little bit more energy as we move through July, where you feel compelled and motivated to go after the things that you've been trying to achieve. Because at the end of the month here, well, your end energy, your outcome energy, we got the Lover's card and the Magician. So that is it's your choice which direction you go in, but you must take action. You must initiate change in some way in order to accomplish whatever it is you're setting out to do. So I feel like you're gonna be really focused in the month of July on building finances, but also in terms of moving forward. There's definitely, you don't want to wait anymore for, I feel like even if you're going through a difficult time, I feel like you may not have been like letting people know. You may have been keeping it down below you and sort of like just putting a smile, happy smile on things. If people ask you how's things, you're like, yeah, fine. Even though inside you may have been feeling really like unmotivated or broken, or lack of energy, or just really like down. You may have had a period of feeling a little bit like disenchanted, like, oh, you know, just another day, just another way of doing the same routine. But I feel like you're going to activate some sort of change in July that sees you experimenting with a way of doing the things that you normally do, but doing them differently, okay? Just to sort of inject a little bit more enjoyment into things. The Sun is a card of success, of light, of awareness. And I feel like you're becoming aware of what part of the journey you are next. And I feel like you're being really honest with yourself. Like, if you want to accomplish something, you've got to do X, Y, and Z to get there. And I feel like you're really focused and motivated. For some of you, you may have discovered some sort of untruth in your world. You may have felt like someone was not being honest with you, or you may feel like something was hidden from you, or things have just been really like disruptive. You're going to find the truth. There's going to be a revelation. I feel like if someone's been hiding something from you, or everything comes to light. Everything this month in particular is amplified, and you've got the Sword of Truth there, and you've got the Ace of Swords, and you've got the Sun, which means anything that is hidden comes to light. Whether that's you like not being honest with yourself, denying that there's certain things that you've got to do. For example, if you've got a really big bill to pay and you've been sort of denying to yourself like, it's okay, it's fine, you know, I can't afford these other things, I'll keep buying, but elsewhere there's another bill that's like piling up. I feel like you're being really clear and being honest with yourself and saying, okay, I've got to now address this and take accountability for this part of my life. I feel like you're not burying your head in the sand. Not that you ever would, my beautiful Cancerians, but I feel like you're facing things head on, and you're looking at the energy that you give to your people, friends, situations, and I feel you're looking at whether the energy that you give is reciprocated. Same with career. You're looking at the investment that you give in relationships and career relationships and situations, and you're like, am I getting fairly recompensed for all the energy that I give to this? So I feel like you're looking at balance. The Sun card also indicates ambition. So you may be focusing on career, but most importantly, you're looking at happiness. You're trying to be positive and trying to remain in a state of happiness, okay? You're trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Anything that you've been confused on, or you've had to try, because this could be a month where you're seeking a lot of answers, especially with the Lover's card. This can be a choice card where you're evaluating something, whether it's a self-evaluation or you're weighing up a new way of living, or a decision that you've got to make. You find clarity in the month of July and you move forward, okay? So very, very positive month. The start of the month is very, very exciting for you. I mean, we've got a Tower here, so we will address that. But that could be the collective energy of that super full moon in Capricorn, so we'll see what that's all about for you. We got the Justice card. Now, this is a card in this position that some things are just not fair. Okay, no matter how hard you work, it can mean that, you know, you don't get what you fairly deserve. It can also mean that you know, you are a wonderful person with a beautiful, loving heart, and you deserve love, because we got the Lover's card there. And you may feel like there's just no opportunity for you to meet somebody new, and it's just not fair. You found yourself in circumstances that just don't seem to equate to the amount of energy that you give to situations. Like love relationships, you give your whole heart, soul, your dedication, and your kindness and empathy, and all of those things, your nurture and support and passion. But you may feel like something's just missing, or a relationship just misses the mark in some way, or you could have gone through a separation. It could also mean that, you know, you are trying to elevate in your career and manifest new opportunities, and nothing seems to quite catch. Okay, so I feel like you're making adjustments in your world to find balance, to find fairness. Also, I feel you are trying to be logical as well. You're a water element that is run by your heart. You are led by your heart, but you may be trying to be a little bit more logical in the month of July in order to find balance between your intellectual mind and where your heart wants to bring you as well. So I feel like there may be a little bit of battle, head over heart moment. But I feel like this is about some good karma. You've been missing karma for a while. I feel like it hasn't been a delivery of good karma for you for a bit. So I feel you're due that, because basically this card shows up like this in this resistance position, and by the end of the month it shows up like this. So good karma headed your way, but also it is a decision card. So you may have found that you have to make a decision on something that is very, very important, but you've been indecisive, and you are going to find clarity in the month of July. Okay, the Justice is about speaking your truth, being authentic, and making a decision that actually will affect your future. Some of you may have been going through legalities in some way of your life, whether it's through a divorce, or, you know, you've been taking someone to court, or you've been taken to court in some way. I feel like there may have been some like unfair, dirty tactics, or some sort of person not taking accountability for their actions, or some sort of corruption, but everything comes to light. I feel like it's a win-win situation for you. So I would say keep being you, being authentic, leading with integrity. You'll find the right people, the right situations to help you with your goal. Okay, everything that is under the surface, as I said, comes out on top. Also, there may be a difficult conversation that you have in the month of July with somebody. I'm going to pull a quick card on that because that's just coming out there. I feel like it changes a relationship, but for the positive. It makes things move forward. So it can mean that an honest conversation with either someone you live with or someone you work with has been brewing for a while, but it's just been brewing, and now it's reaching a climax. So let me just clarify that Justice card for you. Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Your crossing energy is the Justice card and the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is shown up again. So this can, when we've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, it can mean ambition. Okay, that things have not been working out for you exactly how you've wanted, but also there's an element here of perfectionism. So if it's work related, it can mean that you've been holding yourself back a little bit due to perfectionism. But if you're having a difficult conversation with someone, or there's been an argument or something like that, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse means it will be repaired. Okay, so you will repair this, whatever this is with this person. I feel like this person comes towards you. I feel like it's a really honest, open conversation. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Full card in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so it's not, I feel like it's not really you that's reaching out. Full card in the reverse is like you were unprepared for this, or you felt this person was careless in their energy. And the Eight of Cups, this person, that they may have walked away, or you may have walked away, but this person returns and they want to rebuild. They have learnt from the experience and they return to you. Okay, Eight of Cups in reverse is return. So this person returns to you to make it right. So that's what I'm getting there. It's a difficult conversation, but it's honest, open. You may mediate on it for a while, really think about it before you take action on it. But I feel like you can repair this relationship or friendship or situation, whether it's at work, whether it's your family, a loved one. I feel like it will be repaired. Now, we've got an outcome energy of the Lovers and the Magician. Whatever your choice is, You are focusing on the one that really connects to your heart. The Magician card basically says you can have whatever it is you want. You've got a strong ability and capability. You're very talented at what you do. You're very precise about what you want. And if you focus, you can accomplish great things. So I feel like this is about your power, recognizing that your heart is basically leading the way and that you're attracting the right opportunities that vibe with your heart. You will have to make a decision, though, on the path that you take. The Lover's card is a choice card. For some of you, if you're looking to find love, this is a very prime month for you to meet somebody. We will go in the details to see what's coming towards you. You may be talking to somebody new, but I feel like you're thinking more about the home space. Now, just to be aware, your 7th house of partnerships is also starred at the end of the month. So because we have the Lover's card here as well, you may be focusing on finding a lover or a partnership. If you're looking for love, you may be deepening your connection to your partner if you have a partner already, or this can be about business partnerships. If you're setting up business with another person, this can also be about exes returning. So just be mindful of that. This is also about teamwork, people coming together to collaborate for one goal. Also, if you've been in a competitive energy or environment, this is about finding a middle ground and coming out on top to win either a project or a promotion in some way. But the Lover's card is about unity, okay? Finding harmony and making decisions based on your motives, re-examining or re-evaluating what you want, and then focusing on the things that make your heart feel good. The Magician card says you've got all that talent, all that skill within you, and all you need is confidence to move forward to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. There's a little bit of there's focus that is required. Most importantly, you're going to be very productive using your talents to earn money and financially secure yourself. You may have been working really hard, so taking a little bit of rest is important as well. But the Magician card indicates that you're turning your dreams into reality using inspired action. You're not waiting for things to come to you. You're actually going out there and affecting things. So I feel like your positivity, even your manifestations, are sending vibes out to the universe to attract good opportunities your way. Magician card indicates that you will accomplish, you will magnetize the things that you're attracting towards you into your life because of your positive state of mind, your gratitude to the universe. Now, of course, the starting point is the sun. So you are trying to be as positive as possible, looking towards success. There is an exuberance about you in the month of July. You may even feel a lot more attractive than usual. You're glowing in the month. You're literally having a bit of a glow up, and you are energized as we move through July. You may find more energy to do the things that you found you haven't had energy for. You may be more productive doing things around the home space you've been meaning to do but you've been putting off. So I feel like you are actually in the zone. Now they want me to really take a look at this card. One moment, please. Okay, so it says here, you set the context for your life. You set the context for your life. So I really feel like that is occurring for you in July. You decide. You're in control. You have the power. So you're acting from a very, very powerful position in July. And I feel like you will enjoy your birthday month a little bit more than other months. Let's put it that way. What's crossing you? 8 of Pentacles. So this is about focusing on finances or being in a routine, which may feel like it's a little bit boring. So you have the control to change how you work or what you dedicate your time and your care and your focus on. So if, for example, you feel there needs to be a little bit more fun in your life, you're going to make adjustments there with that Justice card and see what you can change in your schedule to bring a little bit more fun, a little bit more enjoyment into your current situation. But the 8 of Pentacles tells me that you are a master at what you do. You're really good at what you do. You're so talented. And it's because you've been doing it for a long time. You're just naturally good at it as well. You have very proficient skills and also your commitment, your hard work. So you're building a solid financial foundation, but also you're enjoying what you do. If, for example, you're trying to build more money, because I feel like you're trying to build more money, there's new ideas of how to do that, whether that's a second stream of income or you're looking for other opportunities further afield. I see everything coming together for you in divine timing. After a period where things have just been on hold, you're going to start to see everything sort of shift in your favor and come together in the way that it's supposed to. Now, some of you may actually be called to take a course of learning, a higher learning course, whether it's online or because a lot of the signs collectively are getting this energy of wanting to learn new skills, wanting to expand your mind or expand your existence beyond your current boundaries or limitations. So I feel like you are applying yourself to open up to more knowledge, whether it's a course online or you're going to be doing some sort of course with other people. Maybe you're thinking about going back to school. This is about you building knowledge. Okay, some of you may take on apprenticeships or volunteer to do things to expand your skill set. And then you will naturally network and meet new people who help you in your career as well. Now, also, they're showing me right now blackberries as the fruit blackberries. So either you're currently eating that as you're listening to this reading, or you've just grown some of your own, or I can't imagine someone's going to give you a blackberry gift, not unless you are someone who's asked for fruit as a gift. It could also be that you decided your birthday cake's going to be made out of blackberries this year or something like that. I mean, it could be about your uptake on vitamin C or something, so please take that as it resonates. It can also mean that you see like a drawing or something that has blackberries in it, or a painting, and it is a signifier that there's some really good news headed your way. So look out for that, okay? I mean, everybody's going to see blackberries when they head to the store. I feel like it's more than that. It's either you're eating it, it's something relevant to you. Now, the Eight of Pentacles indicates there's going to be a little bit more money this month for you. You're going to be able to put a little bit more away. Okay, so I feel like you're learning as well how to have better financial habits as well. Some of you may be protecting your money, because we've got the Four of Swords above you there, which is an energy of protection. So you could be protecting your money by reshuffling it around in establishments that you feel are safe to house your finances should there ever be like an economic crash or something like that, especially since we got the Tower there. So I feel like a lot of you are in the zone of being really savvy about your finances and protecting yourself in that way. Ace of Swords, a lot more new ideas headed your way. Also, this is about you being honest and open with yourself, having the conviction and courage to activate new ideas. This is you being accountable for your life and your experience, knowing that if you want to change things, you're in control of the changes, okay? The universe is going to meet you halfway, but you have to take that first step. This is also a card of a major breakthrough, destiny and fate intervening to bring you good karma. This is a card of synchronicity. You're going to see lots of meaningful coincidences. So if you're thinking of someone's name, they may just text you all of a sudden out of the blue. Or if you are walking down the street looking for an answer for something, you may see a message on a billboard that you're like, oh, that could really resonate with my situation. It's not there by accident. It's operating behind the scenes to give you hints along the way. Remember, your ancestors are really close to you, giving you signs and signifiers as you move through life at the moment. So pay close attention to that. Ace of Swords, they're showing me a typewriter as well right now in the water. So maybe you are a writer or someone who words are your power. So I feel like you're being very disciplined with yourself, using your words accordingly to create your destiny, but also to create maybe a powerful speech that you're giving, or a presentation in some way. Or maybe you're someone who works like where your voice is important, radio, or performing in some way. Or maybe you are a writer. You're literally a writer. The typewriter can connect to, obviously writer, but it could mean that you're like going back to basics in some way, being really authentic. Some of you may have literally just bought a typewriter rather than using a computer. So please take it as it resonates. Ace of Swords is a major breakthrough. Okay, it is a major breakthrough that helps you move forward. It is clarity, especially since you got the Sun. I feel like all the answers you've been searching for are going to come flooding in the month of July. Also, I feel if there's been some conflict, you do actually resonate. if there's been some conflict, you actually do sort of repair that. Now, some of you may have been going through, you may have found that you suddenly have to have surgery on something. I feel like there's going to be a period of healing, rest, and recuperation. Try not to worry. Four of Swords says you're protected as you go through a period of recouping your energy or taking some time out. Don't be in a rush to come back. Make sure your body is healed before you head on into that as well. What you're leaving in the past is the Devil card. I mean, that's one of the best cards you could leave behind, to be honest. That's in the past. Now, this could be a card of materialism because it's opposing the Queen of Pentacles. So if you've been focusing a lot on your finances recently and you haven't been enjoying yourself or finding balance, it's not because you've been obsessed with money and you've been greedy. It's because you're trying to make sure the home space is secure, look after your family. You may feel like you had a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders. Some of you may be trying to find ways of building more money or find a new job to bring more money in so you can be more affluent in the home space. And you may have come up against brick walls of how to do that. I feel like you're going to smash through those brick walls in the month of July. New ideas come flooding on in and you find a way to amplify your financial game. Let's put it that way. So, for example, you may find a new job come on in because the Ace of Swords is like a gift from the universe. So the universe is heading on in with an opportunity for you to use your authentic expression to find yourself in a position of power to get a new opportunity. So if you're happy in your workspace, for example, you may actually get a raise, promotion, or some sort of investment scheme that sees you elevate your money. Your position is safe. It could also be that if you're not happy with your position, you decide to leave a space in order to get a new opportunity with more money attached to it. But it could also be that you're thinking of trying to work from home because the Queen of Pentacles is the home space. So some of you may be trying to find an alternative source of income or an alternative way of working that sees you in the home space. I'm going to pull a card on that Devil because it can be a blockage, but whatever the blockage is, you're smashing through that. The Ace of Swords is a moment of clarity, new ideas. Any blockages, you're just like releasing them. Can you please clarify this Devil card? So you've been working in, Eight of Wands, you're moving away from this blockage. Eight of Wands is travel. You know, it can be a card of you making radical changes that sees you move ahead. This is also news that, you know, whatever disappointing or disconcerting situation you've been in, you're releasing that. I really feel like there is some really good news headed your way in the month of July. But of course, there is a Tower there as well. That's in your hope and fear position. So that's in your position. So that's not what's happening to you. It's what you are maybe catastrophizing that could happen in this circumstance. So just be aware of that. Sometimes when we catastrophize, we can keep ourselves stuck. We can always think about the worst case scenario, and we use that energy that could actually be put into advancing yourself in other areas of your life. What is going to happen is always going to happen. Of course, you will get hunches along the way, intuition, and you will know how to change your circumstances. But if you're always in a state of worry, you'll always be in a state of being stuck in the same position and feel like you are helpless to change that circumstance. But as we can see, you're actually changing things. Everything's going to be okay. This is a card of speed, action, momentum gathering, but it's really good news. It brings something to a climax for you that is really positive. It's rushing in and it is like success. This is a card that shows success. This is a card that, for some of you, if you've been feeling stuck in a rut, you may have booked yourself on a traveling experience, a vacation or a holiday, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to get out of the funk and I'm going to move forward and find positivity, find where I'm happy. So, but this card, I just see that there's news here. Something is blossoming for you. There's something here with your throat chakra as well that is amplified in the month. You're being really honest, open, and direct about what you want, and you're getting it. So whether you're manifesting or you're meditating, and you're being really clear with the universe and saying, this is what I want, and I'm so grateful that you're going to bring it to me in my life. You're visualizing like you got it in the now. It's showing up for you, okay? Four of Swords, rest. Especially since things are starting to move forward. You've been working really hard. This is also going to be a very productive month, and there's going to be a lot of you being in the flow, you know, multitasking, doing things like that, weighing up many options. please get some rest. Make sure you implement healthy sleep patterns as well. You may have been going through a period of not being able to sleep very well, or you've been waking up early or at various points in the night. They're indicating, to sort of like, if there's any, okay, now please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, but if there's any electrical influences as you are going to sleep, so for example, if you're charging your phone right next to your head or anything like that, please remove those or put them further away from you before you sleep. They just want you to be aware of that. There could be some electrical influences that are preventing you from having a good night's sleep, so look out for that. Four of Swords indicates you are protected. Okay, there's normally these swords around in a protective manner. It means your guides, your ancestors are around you giving protection. But it's also a card of preparation. So you're going to be very, very busy in the month of July. You maybe, because it is your birthday month, you may be seeing a lot of people, or you may be doing a lot of things to do with work, just getting in the flow of things. Make sure you get enough rest because you're going to need it, okay? Also, if you've gone through a procedure, or some sort of surgery or something like that, please give yourself the time you need to recuperate, because you don't want to have a setback, okay? This is also a card of finding tranquility, finding meditation. It's a period of reflection, finding stability, withdrawing. So I feel like anything also that has been worrying you, it's coming to a closure point where you're releasing it. But it's a card of reconnecting to meditation, to find your grounding, to find stability. Also, the Four of Swords is also a card of greater clarity. All the answers you need are within you. Please take a break in order to sort of phase out the loudness of the world so that you can listen to your heart. This is a card of needing to take care of yourself. Okay, so just be mindful of that. In the near future, we got Queen of Pentacles. Hardworking, practical, you've got a plan, and you're totally bossing up. Everything that you've been working hard and focusing on is coming to fruition. It's flourishing. This is a card of your commitment and your goals reaping rewards. A lot of you, this is a card of being really resourceful with your money, protecting it in certain establishments, but also being really clever about the way you spend, finding really good deals. So I feel like it's going to be a little bit more money for you in the month of July. This is also a card of you like connecting to children, if you have children, of course. But it's about you focusing on finances, making money, finding alternatives, opening yourself up to new strategies to build financially. And some of you could be working from the home space because you, the Queen of Pentacles is about the home space. Some of you are actually going to be wanting to do DIY around the house because they showed me a paint pot and a large paint roller type thing if you're painting. So they show me DIY. You may be saving for a new home, maybe wanting to relocate as well. So those energies are coming on in as well. But this is more about your security, your financial security, building that. If you've been worrying about that, I feel like you're releasing the worry and you're seeing that there is enough. There is an opportunity for you to expand your finances. You're in a powerful position to activate change, is what they keep giving me here. Now, we've got the Moon card, so you're very connected to your intuition. The Moon card is also about fear and releasing fears. This card is a card of you. I feel some of you may want to go a little bit off grid in the month of July, maybe to recoup your energy, because this is a card of mystery. It's almost like a withdrawal energy, withdrawing into your fantasy world, which is really positive actually, because your imagination actually helps create manifestation. But this is your card, of course, so I feel like this is about you using your intuition to sense anything that is untoward, that, if someone's not telling you the truth, for example, or if something's a little bit off, you're using your intuition to guide you. Also, the Moon card, this is basically your advice to yourself in this moment position. So your advice to yourself is, be your authentic self. Open yourself up to the subconscious. Let go of frustrations, let go of confusion. Know that you're in the right place at the right time to receive the things that are meant for you. This is also a card of the universe working behind the scenes to bring you all that you desire. It's a card of opportunity lying in the shadows. So as you can be aware that if if you're searching for meaning or you're searching for an opportunity, it lies in the shadows. With the Sun card so heavily in your reading, it means you're going to shine a light on opportunities or potentials that actually aid your path as you walk through your journey. So the Moon is also about, if you've been going through like a dark night of the soul, or you've been going through some difficulty, it is about purging that negativity and tapping into your inner awareness for answers. So I really feel like you are looking for answers about, you know, your journey, basically. Also, with the Moon and the Sun so heavy in your reading, it tends to mean that you are using the energy in situations that feel good, rather than letting energy vampires sort of soak up your energy and leave you depleted. So I feel like you're re-energizing yourself throughout the month of July. Now, the external circumstances, we've got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of restlessness. It can be about ambition, wanting to do something. You're planning something at the moment, or you have expectations, but you feel like you've been on hold or in limbo. This is a card of yearning, okay? Seeing what, you could be waiting for results, for example. You could be looking at the way that you work and looking at whether you're fairly recompensed or financially rewarded for the work that you do. You're looking at all your finances to see the results before you make any other decisions. Two of Wands can also be a card of looking to see what else is out there. You know, you're designing your future. You are the architect of your dreams. So I feel like you are making progress, but you're mapping that progress right now. You're looking, it's almost like you're standing still to see where you're at in order to move forward on the next step, but you have to make a decision of what that next step will be. So you're just being still. And this card is a card of like trusting in the unknown, that you are aligning yourself and the universe will bring you everything you need. You are making progress. You've actually already started to make progress, but I feel this is about you envisaging something new. Something needs to change. So either it's a new job opportunity that you're manifesting, or a new relationship, or new friendships. I feel like you're deciding what is best for you in this moment before you take the next step. Now, the hope and a fear position, we got the Tower. The Tower is not a negative card. There are two opposing energies here. We've got the Devil and the Tower. They're right next to each other in the major arcanas. The Devil is a brick wall. The thing that we feel we cannot get out of, whether it is an addictive cycle, whether it is addictions, whether it is obsession, whether it's worry over catastrophizing things, whether it's working in a negative environment, whatever your brick wall is for you right now, the Tower is there to smash it, to really completely demolish it, in order to release the things that are not working for you and keep and save the things that are. The Tower is actually a really positive card. It's Aries Scorpio energy, which means it brings a paradigm shift, whether it is the end to an old ways of thinking, or an old pattern, or feeling like you're stuck in a cycle of never-ending, like repetitive cycles. So if you always feel like you're getting up in the morning, you're going to work, you're going home, you're going to work, you're going home, you're going to work. If you feel like you're always in that cycle and you're like, you know what? It just feels like it's not enjoying. There's no enjoyment here. The Tower comes along to make you take a leap of faith, to jump out of a comfort zone in order to escape the prison that you may feel like you've been stuck in, okay? So the Tower is like your limits, or if you feel like you have like analysis paralysis, you've hit like a brick wall, it is to eradicate that. The lightning bolt is like an epiphany, the universe intervening. That's your Ace of Swords. The universe is intervening to change your circumstances, to bring more positive energy in. The next card off after this is the Star, which is wishes, hopes, dreams coming true. It's also healing energy. So it is a process that you've been in right now where you are coming out the other side in a really positive fashion. But the fear here is that all that you're letting go of, and it's very hard for a Cancerian with those pincers to let go of the things that you've built. But all that you're letting go of, it is for a positive, rejuvenative cycle, to bring positive change and more abundance into your world. So the fear here, though, is avoidance. reluctance. You don't like change. I'm a water element too, and water elements tend to be very, very flexible. But Cancerians, you do have a tendency to hold on to things because you love them, or you feel like you're in a cycle that you can't let go of it because it's been there for a while, like a pattern. You're just used to it. It's a comfort zone. So sometimes it's hard to change those circumstances. So they just want me to give you an example. So for example, if there's someone that you absolutely love in your life, a partner, and they've ghosted you several times, and you are obsessed with this person, they keep coming in and out of your life, you deserve better. Okay, it's hard to let go of that cycle. It's a pattern that you and this person have got into that is not changing. So the Tower energy comes along to sort of demolish it and start either from the very beginning in a more healthy energy, or to let it go fully so that you can escape an energy of feeling stuck. So it brings a powerful outcome. And your powerful outcome is, of course, the Death card, change, transformation. Big changes. So I feel like there is a positive new beginning here. Old habits are being released. You're making room for something greater. You're adjusting for much more enjoyment. You're adjusting for the Sun card. You've set out on a journey of discovery, and you are receiving abundance, positivity, and a transformative energy that sees things happen for your highest good. Okay? You're welcoming in the new. We've also got the Temperance card. Now, of course, finding balance in changes is important. Moderation, but you're re-examining your priorities. What's important? What are the things that no longer hold place in my world? What are the friendships that I feel do not have my back? What are the work environments that I feel are toxic and don't serve my soul purpose? Those are the things you're releasing, and you're embracing new energy. So the Temperance card is also about mixing things up to find that sweet spot. And that's what I feel like you are finding, the sweet spot that allows you to move forward. Eight of Wands is showing up, really good news, positive energy. Some of you are going to be traveling and taking a break, a vacation, but this good news actually sees you in the flow, movement forward for success. I mean, you're going to gain recognition for whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. There's some really quick changes that are happening for you that may shock you, but they're actually for the positive. You may not see it in the moment. You may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but in the near future, you've got more money. You are much more in control of your destiny. And I feel even in uncertain times, I feel like you are finding a way to trust your intuition and bring you out on top, okay? I feel like you're going to get many, many messages for your birthday. I really feel like people are going to reach out to you to wish you happy birthday. I mean, you're getting the Death card again and the Knight of Pentacles. So there is radical change in this month for you. Death card there, as you can see. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So either it's suddenly there is a new job available to you, or if you've been made redundant before this reading, of course, you could be receiving an opportunity by the end of the month that sees you bring in more money. This is a card of like, whatever you're letting go of, there's something better to replace it, okay? Your determination will see you accomplish your goals, your dreams. Yeah, I just see all the changes for the positive here. It may feel like you're not in control, but you are. The Sun card tells me you're in control of this. There's more abundance headed your way. You're releasing blockages. The home space is going to be a lot more peaceful. As I said, some of you are going to be using your talent, your drive, in order to bring more money in. Tiger, fire. Choose to be unstoppable. So for some of you, if you're looking for a soulmate connection, if you're looking for love, I feel like you will be messaging someone very, very new, but you're releasing someone old, or a hold that someone had on you in the past. You're releasing it in order to embrace new love. But it says, Tiger, fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Okay, so you're definitely being led by passion in the month of July, and your guides are with you every step of the way. I'm just going to go and get a ruling before we close. Really interesting. If you've got Virgo placements, or you're dealing with a Virgo, they got the same ruin. I can feel the same energy come out there. And that is giant, protection, counsel, Okay, so it's also luck being on your side. It can be that in times of uncertainty or great warnings come to you via your intuition. So pay close attention to your energy field. So for example, if this was world circumstances I was looking at, I would say the Tower, I mean, economically, things are a little bit fraught right now. We could experience some sort of Great Depression or some sort of collapse of financial institutions, things like that. But you intuitively have prepared for this moment by protecting yourself and your ideas have put yourself in a good position, and you're going to move forward in great times of change in a positive manner. Okay, so if I was breaking it all down in terms of that, so with this Giant, I feel like you are more powerful than you know. Okay, this is the Thorn ruin, which means it's like, even though there may be a thorn in your side, you find great ways to overcome hardship and receive abundance on the other side. It's almost like through your hardship you receive good luck. Adversity breeds contentment. Okay, I feel you're overcoming something. You're turning your pain to gain. This can also be connected to a promotion, raise, that sort of thing. An opportunity just popping out of the blue. So they actually want me to put it on the 8 of Wands. So there's really good news that elevates you and puts you in a position of power in the month of July. So I'll leave it there. Very complex reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians, probably because it's your birthday month. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is actually very, very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.